Hey everybody. How y'all doing? It is the 10th of November, Wednesday. And I got to tell you, we're having such fall weather here in the DC area. The trees are such beautiful colors. It's been about 65, 70 recently after we had this real big of freezing winter a few days. So it's just a little bit of a chill in the air, but it's all so good. So I wanted to check in because so many messages are just inundating me. My hand just can't keep up. It just can't. Um, a lot of people can do the automatic writing, and that means your hand just keeps going. And for me, it's scribbly scratch by the time I'm done, but I'm so exhilarated by the messages. But if I was to ever go back and look at what I had written, I think a second grader's handwriting would be more legible. So I've been asking for a lot of autonomic messaging that I remember in different ways so that I can explain it with my vocals. So with saying that, the energy has been amazing. And when I go to fall asleep, I'm not sure if I ever fell asleep because next thing I know, it's pre-dawn and I just can't even look at my clock. I just can't. So we just kind of go with that flow, right? We adapt to change. We adapt to our life and what life is offering us. And we take action to make life occur, okay? It's not out there happening to you. As you get older, you learn you need to create it, all right? So many boundaries and rules and of acceptance and the do's and the don'ts that happen all the way up through years after being out of college. Your life is happening to you because you're going in cycles. And then all of a sudden you wise up and realize, no, I'm the creator of my dreams. I'm the creator of my world. I am the creator and the powerful being of the God source. And it is my duty to be the best that I can be and forge my own pathways and create maybe something for someone else, or branch off of someone else's pathways, collaborate with different people. Whatever it is, it's your choice. So we as humans, creatures of this beautiful Mother Earth, are learning that we are the ones destroying her. And if we're the ones that have the power to destroy her, then we have the power to recreate her and release all those things that weren't for the highest good of her and of ourselves and of our immediate families and our immediate creations. And many people will say, well, I'm just one person. What could I possibly do? And I don't want to be the first one to raise my hand. I'd rather have other people raise their hands and then I can comment on it. Well, have you ever noticed the ones that raise their hands first, there's always a group of people to be like, well, that's like, well, I wouldn't, but they don't have the courage to be the first one to put it out there. So I think many of us, I'll speak to, are learning that allow each other to speak and throw out their creative ideas or what might be a good suggestion and build upon it versus tearing it down and creating corruption and harm towards the person that actually spoke up. Because what you're doing is you're corrupting their psyche instead of saying, hey, could I build on that? Or that's a good idea, but also how about we think about this too? And we just throw it all together. We build ways to reconstruct or build new construction on all building blocks in and outer earth. So that we don't create something like, say, plastic bottles, and they're everywhere, and then have them be discovered what they're doing to our seas, and that we can't get rid of them off of our land. You know, they don't work in the compost pile. They just don't. And if you burn them, well, then you put out all kinds of very, very harmful toxics, gas into the air. So why do we keep recreating them? Everywhere you go, that's what they are. And even if you buy them and come home, put them in your container. That's the only way you can buy water. Not everybody's place can take a filter. God bless you all that can. So anyway, my point wasn't to go down that rabbit hole. What I'm saying is we have ways to look at things a little bit differently and join hands with each other and create homes and communities and branch out to neighborhoods and to other demographic zip codes, and then expand out state to state and then overseas and so on. And I will say the one beautiful thing about March 20th, or around that time frame, 2020, moving forward, is we've had a lot of creative people learn how to do things and connect with each other through electronics, which is fantastic. But then what we're doing is we're relying a lot more on that, and we're not getting that face-to-face interaction, and social skills are kind of going dim on a lot of people. So if you have an opportunity to join some like-minded tribes, and if there isn't one, well, damn it, step up and create one. Start one, be the number one. Begin to selectively invite those to join you for coffee or tea or a walk. And be in a place where you could be with not so like-minded people and not have a heavy conversation about any of it. Just be present with a loving heart. And contribute with a hug and a smile and a place of being where you don't have judgment towards them for however which way they go with any subject, any belief, any thought. And just be in the presence physically of other people. Now, with that being said, I could do a whole other video on this, but Spirit's saying go ahead and just say this right now, so I'm going to. So we only have responsibility for one thing, and that's our bodies and our energy bodies. So I want you to think of it like, here's your physical body, and then you have this big crystal egg around you, and then there's lines through it, like an onion, lines. So there's layers that surround you for the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, etheric, and light body stuff. And there's so much more. We don't need to get into details about it because we want to keep it simple. It's your responsibility to keep your energy field as clean and clear as you can so that you're not inviting in unwanted things. And if you do say, oh, okay, thank you, that was the lesson. Let me, woohoo, let me do my little woohoo. So we do a great job of putting on coats and clothes and staying out of harmful weather. I mean, we don't stand out in the middle of a meteor shower, do we? I mean, because it's really what it is with all the energies out there. They're just unseen, they're invisible. So we do a lot of things to protect the physical body, preserve the physical body, but we're really not spending enough time in protection of the other bodies. And you don't need to do a deep dive into that until you're ready. Just know that they exist. So you can feel it, you can sense when someone's around, you can sense the energies that are around you. And that's your body's innate way of saying, is there safety here? Is there safety here? And then allow that to filter through into the physical body. So everything is information. Never discount what you can't see, ever. But to take that crystal protection around your body, and until you get into a habit, put it on your daily calendar a couple times a day. Let me stop, drop, sit, connect with my breath, align my crystal egg, where I'm in the God source heart energy, fully protected. Let me adjust my vibrational frequency. Let me find my fulcrum and my balance in that, and then walk forward. Do that a couple times a day. Just keep resetting and resetting until it becomes automatic. And it will. And then you will sense, see, and feel long before something really enters your field. Because it expands out like a radar the more you start working with it. It's the God source spark of growth. Just breathe on that. Man, breathe on that. That is your one responsibility, is to hone in, to tune in to your energy and take full responsibility for that energy. Doesn't that feel good? It's not a lot of work. It's actually fun. Make it fun. Make it freaking fun. Make it a game of your sensory systems. You know, I spy. Something like that. Blues Clues. Just make it fun. All right? And if I can help in any other way, my website will be in the description. And I'd like to ask each and every one of you if you would kindly take your finger, hit the like button, hit subscribe and the bell for all of it so you get these videos. Share them because it really helps the algorithm and gets these messages out to everyone. Thank you. Bye.